The McLeod RST that we have here today is going to be one of the most streetable clutches available on the site to hold upwards of 800 horsepower in your manual 2018 and newer Mustang GT. Now, this particular combo that we have on the table today does include the twin organic disc RST clutch, pressure plate, along with the matching McLeod aluminum flywheel, and can be had all for right around that low $1,300 price point. Now, in the world of aftermarket clutches, McLeod is no doubt going to be one of your more premium options that you'll encounter here on the site, as they do offer a pretty wide variety depending on your application. For instance, they have clutches for your stock or light bolt-on car with their Street Pro, all the way up to your 1200 plus horsepower monster build, thanks to the RXT 1200 HD, and really everything in between. So with that in mind, let's get into who the RST might be for. Now, as I just pointed out, guys, McLeod obviously does offer a wide variety of clutches depending on your application, but the option that we have on the table today is certainly getting into the big boy territory, and that is the twin disc RST, capable of holding upwards of 800 horsepower. And listen, as someone who has actually had this exact same setup in my 10-second supercharged S197, I can attest that this clutch is not only awesome, but is built to handle some serious abuse, while at the same time offering great pedal feel. Now, with that said, I definitely would not recommend this for a stock or light bolt-on car, as it would certainly be overkill. However, if you are planning on adding bigger power down the road in the form of forced induction or maybe nitrous, well then this is certainly going to be a great choice for you. Now, if you didn't know, twin disc clutches are a thing of beauty, because most of the time you're going to get unparalleled holding capabilities thanks to the increased surface area of not one but two friction discs, but at the same time they're still going to maintain an excellent pedal feel and very minimal effort that won't kill your leg in heavy traffic. Now, the only downside to a twin disc clutch typically is going to be the price, as they are not exactly cheap, as is the case here. But keep in mind, guys, this particular McLeod is also kicking in an additional aluminum flywheel, which certainly does add to your final price. Now, speaking of that flywheel, this is an 8-bolt unit that has been constructed from lightweight aluminum, 6061 T6 aluminum to be exact. It's going to weigh in right around 11 pounds, so definitely a big time weight savings compared to the cast iron stocker. Now, this weight savings will help the car rev a little bit quicker, along with pull through those gears a little bit better as well. And the flywheel has been zero balanced and given the SFI certification. But getting more into the specifics here of the RST, again, you will find the twin disc option, guys, both comprised of twin organic friction material discs separated by a floater plate, and then obviously you got your pressure plate right on top here. Now, guys, I really want to talk about that organic material, especially for the MT82, because it will offer not only great streetability and holding power, but at the same time, it's not going to be as aggressive when it comes to engagement. Now, sometimes when you get into a metallic disc, or clutch disc that is, can be a little rough on the transmission, and it has been known to actually break transmissions depending on your power and of course your use. Now, the RST, while still maintaining the organic disc, it's going to be the best bet for you MT82 guys out there to basically make sure that trans lives as long as humanly possible. Now, if you do have maybe a built trans, you got some billet gear sets in there, whatever, then maybe you can step up into the RXT, and that's going to give you a little bit more holding power thanks to a more aggressive material for the clutch discs. But for stock MT82 guys, 600, 700, 800 horsepower, believe me when I tell you, the RST will certainly be up to the task. Now, I do want to quickly point out, guys, that it's not uncommon to experience a little bit of noise with a twin disc clutch at idle due to things like your floater plate, for instance, and it is something to be aware of before purchasing and installing the clutch. Now, some customers actually point that out in our customer review section, but they also say it's not that bad. And listen, I'm one of them. I had it in my car. Do you hear it? Yes. Is it a deal breaker? Definitely not, especially when you experience this thing. So as always, though, read up on some of those customer reviews. Always a great way to get some real world feedback on a part such as this. Price point for the McLeod RST, living in that $1,300 to $1,400 range with the inclusion of the aluminum flywheel Yes, I know it's not exactly the most budget-friendly option on the site, but again, you have to consider what you're getting here. Great holding power for most forced induction setups out there. The included aluminum flywheel, which is certainly a nice thing to add once you have the trans down anyway. And at the same time, again, you're gonna really enjoy the soft pedal feel of the RST. Now, you know, is it as affordable as a single disc such as McLeod Street Pro? No, but again, that clutch isn't going to handle the kind of power that you're gonna be throwing at it if you wanted to basically install something like this. So you're getting into that realm, guys, where you have to pay to play, and this unfortunately is one of those areas that if you skimp out a little bit, maybe save some money on a single disc, and you start slipping that thing after a month or two of use, well then, listen, you're gonna have to buy a whole nother clutch and do it all over again. So I don't always like to say this, but this is one of those times where do it right the first time. Get yourself a clutch that can handle the abuse that you're gonna throw at it, and certainly will be happy at the end of the day. As far as your install is concerned, we're not gonna have a step-by-step for you here, guys, on this particular video, but listen, if you haven't done it before, just know what to expect. Obviously, the car's gotta get in the air, so can you do it on the ground? Yes. Do I recommend it? No. A lift will certainly be a lot better for you at the end of the day. Obviously, a good set of tools, extra set of hands, whatever you have on hand, guys, to help you make this job a little bit easier. Now, exhaust will have to come down, drive shaft, obviously drop the trans itself. You're gonna need a good amount of sockets and extensions to tackle this one. It's not exactly terribly difficult, but at the end of the day, we are still gonna call it a full 3 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter, and I would say at least a half to a full day, depending on how fast you like to work. So wrapping this one up, guys, again, if you are looking for a proven clutch for high horsepower applications that will maintain great pedal feel and excellent drivability, definitely consider the RST with the aluminum flywheel right here at AmericanMuscle.com.